Dear listeners, welcome to a breathtaking, highly dramatic report from the heart of the Persian Gulf. Imagine this, a scorching hot afternoon in January 2026, the sun burning mercilessly down on the world's narrowest bottleneck, the Strait of Hormuz. This is the narrowest choke point on Earth, where 20% of the world's oil flows through a strategic pulse point of the global economy. And here in the midst of international waters, the mighty USS Dwight D Eisenhower carrier strike group, a colossus of 6 warships, 70 fighter jets, and 5,000 brave sailors is traversing the waters in a routine freedom of navigation operation. A patrol intended to ensure free passage, but what begins as a peaceful transit escalates into an explosive conflict that keeps the world in suspense. But wait, tensions between the USA and Iran have been simmering like an underground volcano for years, ready to erupt. Iran, ruled by the Revolutionary Guard, has fortified this coast into a fortress anti-ship missiles radar stations, naval bases, all threats to close the strait, strangle the flow of oil, and bring the global economy to its knees. Decades of empty threats, no more. On the morning of January 12, 2026, the strike group enters the strait from the Gulf of Oman. The USS Eisenhower, a Nimitz-class carrier with 90 aircraft on board, is flanked by destroyers such as the USS Gravely, USS Leyte Gulf, and USS Mason, all equipped with the Aegis combat system, the most advanced air defense systems in the world. Additionally, the cruisers USS Philippine Sea and USS Normandy, true bulwarks against any threat. Captain Sarah Rodriguez, the commanding officer of the Eisenhower, briefed her crew, "Iranian activities have escalated recently. Stay alert, man, all defense stations." It was supposed to be routine, yet the air crackles with hatred and rivalry. Suddenly around noon on January 12, 2026, Iranian coastal radars activate their systems. They lock onto the carrier group like predators on their prey. This is no coincidence. No, the Revolutionary Guard has been planning this perfect ambush for weeks. Surrounded by Iranian territory on 3 sides with limited room to maneuver, the American fleet seems trapped. Tension rises immeasurably. U.S. signals intelligence intercepts unusual communications, encrypted orders between missile batteries and the command center in Bandar Abbas. A key phrase, package delivery authorized for the afternoon transit. An alarming sign. And then in the early afternoon of January 12, 2026, 6 Iranian C-802 coastal missile batteries go on high alert. Radar's active launch systems powered up the U.S. 5th Fleet in Bahrain sounds the alarm. Threat condition increased, Iranian batteries showing launch indicators. Rules of engagement, weapons free for defensive measures. Captain Rodriguez orders, all ships to General Quarters Air Defense Condition 1. This is not a drill. The 4 Aegis destroyers and 2 cruisers activate their SPY-1 radars, the most powerful air defense radars on Earth, tracking hundreds of targets simultaneously. The Iranians' hatred culminates. On the afternoon of January 12, 2026, the Revolutionary Guard Naval Command issues the final order. All batteries target the aircraft carrier, simultaneous launch on my command. And then hell explodes. 24 C-802 anti-ship missiles launch synchronously from 6 batteries, each one supersonic active radar guided with 165-kilogram warheads designed to shred ships. All 24 are aimed at the USS Eisenhower, a saturation attack from multiple angles to overwhelm the defenses. 6 missiles from Battery Alpha near Bandar Abbas, 4 from Bravo at Kisham Island, 4 from Charlie at Hormuz Island, 4 from Delta at Larak Island, 3 from Echo at Kish Island, 3 from Foxtrot at Abu Musa Island, a deadly swarm racing toward the carrier flight time. Only 4 minutes U.S. radars detect the launch. Vampire, multiple inbound anti-ship missiles. Captain Rodriguez, brace for impact. All defense systems engage. And now the epic duel unfolds. The Aegis ships fire SM-2 and SM-6 interceptor missiles, rolling airframe missiles. Electronic countermeasures, boom, boom, boom. The SM-6, the long-range interceptors, strike first 80 kilometers away. First Iranian missile destroyed, second, third, fourth explosions on the horizon like fireworks of death. But the enemy pushes on. At 60 kilometers, SM-2 standards engage the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, but 15 missiles race on at Mach 0.9, sea skimming hard to detect. At 30 kilometers, point defense systems activate, rolling airframe missiles launch from all 6 ships, 10th missile shredded, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 10 remain 20 kilometers away. Final layer, phalanx CIWS 20mm. Gatling guns 4 500 rounds per minute per RR, 15th missile shredded, 16th, 17th, 18th, 6, remain only 5 kilometers. 15 seconds until impact. The USS Gravely fires CRAM launchers at close range. 19th destroyed 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, but one breaks through the last Iranian missile races toward the flight deck of the Eisenhower. At the last moment on the afternoon of January 12, 2026, the phalanx of the USS Philippine Sea engages a final burst of 300 rounds. The missile explodes 800 meters away, debris splashing into the water. All 24 missiles destroyed, 0 hits, 0 losses. Captain Rodriguez. Threat neutralized, Eisenhower safe. The Iranians made 4 fatal mistakes. First, carrier groups do not travel unprotected. Aegis destroyers are invincible guardians. Second, the US fleet tracked these batteries for months. Third, this was not harassment but an act of war. The response total. Fourth, at the time of launch, 12 Iranian bases were already marked for destruction. What happened in the next 38 minutes was the most devastating strike against Iranian military infrastructure since 1988, a campaign of vengeance that shocked the world. Dear listeners, what did you think of this? Would you, as Captain Rodriguez, remain calm while 24 lethal missiles race toward you? Share your thoughts with us. Call in or write. Now to the merciless counteroffensive. No sooner are the missiles destroyed than U.S. Central Command authorizes the counterstrike not just against the 6 batteries, but against 14 bases, 32 facilities, total elimination. On the afternoon of January 12, 2026, 96 Tomahawk cruise missiles launch from 5 U.S. warships, vertical launch cells, open missiles streak toward the Iranian coast. Target 6 coastal batteries, 8 radar installations, 4 command bunkers, 6 ammunition depots, 4 Revolutionary Guard bases. But that is only the beginning of the Inferno 16 FA-18 Super Hornets launch from the deck of the Eisenhower armed with AGM-154, JSO glide bombs, and AGM-88 HARM anti-radiation missiles. Mission: destroy the Iranian coastal radar, make Iran blind. 4 EA-18G Growler electronic warfare aircraft jam the air defenses. Iran deaf and blind. The USS Michigan, an Ohio-class submarine positioned 40 miles away, fires. 60 Tomahawks underwater, a total of 156 Tomahawks inbound. 2 U.S. Air Force B-52 Stratofortress bombers circle over the Gulf of Oman, dropping 72 GPS-guided bombs. Targets all guard facilities within 80 kilometers. The Growlers reached the coast. Jamming begins. SAM systems helpless. First Tomahawk wave hits Battery Alpha at Bandar Abbas 6. Tomahawk simultaneously launchers destroyed command trailers, pulverized radar, collapsed battery eliminated. Bravo at Keshem 4. Tomahawk's total destruction. Charlie Delta, Echo Foxtrot, all wiped out in 90 seconds. The HARM missiles from the FA-18s destroy 8 early warning radars. Dishes shattered control buildings, collapsed operators, killed Iran's radar network blind. Second wave, command bunker near Bandar Abbas, 8. Tomahawks penetrate, staff killed, communication destroyed, regional center on Keshem 6, Tomahawks building collapsed. Ammunition depots explode. 6 depots with thousands of anti-ship missiles, chain reactions, massive fireballs, seismic activity felt as far as Bahrain. The B-52s hit Bandar Abbas Naval Base, headquarters of the attack. 16 bombs, buildings, flattened barracks, destroyed piers, collapsed, 8 patrol boats sunk. Larak Island, 12 bomb station, eliminated fuel depots, explode Abu Musa. 10 bombs command, destroyed weapon stores, obliterated Kish Island, 8 bombs, training facilities flattened, depot destroyed. The FA-18s drop 48 JSOW bombs. Maintenance depots destroyed, relay stations eliminated, observation posts collapsed. Michigan's Tomahawks hit Inland Command in Kisham, 8 missiles building destroyed, senior staff killed intelligence center. 6 missiles equipment destroyed, logistics hubs, 10 missiles warehouses burning, supply chains severed. 4 British Typhoon fighters from Cyprus fire, 8 Storm Shadow missiles at a training camp near Bandar Abbas facility destroyed 38 minutes after the first shot. Operation Iron Shield concluded, total ammunition 156 Tomahawks, 72 GPS bombs, 32 harm, 48 JSAW, 8 Storm Shadows destroyed, 6 batteries, 8 radars, 4 bunkers, 6 depots, 4 bases, 12 support facilities, 8 boats, estimated Iranian losses 1, 123 guard personnel, Allies 0. The Eisenhower sails on unscathed. The crew celebrates the victory. Iranian state media lies, heroic defense against U.S. aggression. But satellite images reveal the truth. 14 facilities in ruins. Pentagon. Unprovoked attack precision strikes degrade Iran's threat. Global reaction. IMO condemns Iran insurance rates. Stabilize oil prices fluctuate UAE. Saudi Bahrain support USA strategically. Iran's largest attack since World War II. 24 missiles perfect ambush failed, 314 US weapons in return. Iran's network built over decades destroyed in 38 minutes, reconstruction will take years. Dear listeners, what do you say to this epic clash? Do you think Iran learns from this, or will the hatred escalate further? Share your opinion. We want to hear it. The Eisenhower continues to operate, striking ISIS in Syria. Aegis crews honored pilots' routine. Message straight. Open carrier untouchable, Iranian threats empty. Never fire on a carrier or you lose everything in 38 minutes. And now in conclusion, imagine you were right in the middle of it. Would that make your pulse race? What do you think about this demonstration of power? Call in. Let's discuss. Stay tuned for more breathtaking stories from the world of conflict.